Alright, so here's the box for the very diminutive OnePlus. Before you guys ask, unfortunately we don't have any invites. It's got kind of a soft touch feel to it. Comes in a separate box with what I assume is going to be the power adapter. Go ahead and slide the sucker out of the box. I have not seen one of these in person yet, so I'm very excited. It's kind of a nice presentation of it. Also has that soft touch on the red, and boom! Oh, anticlimactic. Boom. There it is, the OnePlus sitting in its little OnePlus shelf. It looks like there's a screen protector on it, which is kind of weird. Go ahead and pull it up. Just turn it over, get it out of the box. Does not want to come out of the box. And there is the OnePlus in all of its 5.5-inch glory. There's a little logo on the back. This is like the Loch Ness Monster of phones, the Yeti of mobile devices. Often talked about, very hard to find. Push off to the side for a real quick second. Digging else into the box, I don't assume we're going to have that much else. We've got this thing. I don't know what that thing is, but we have it. So that's very exciting for us. We have a anti-tangling micro USB to kind of cool looking USB port there. We've got, I assume this is your SIM removal tool, by the way, all jokes aside. Then we've got some books on things in here. If it says fingertips, then we'll know somebody got copied. All in Chinese. I do not speak what I believe is Mandarin or cannot read Mandarin, so unfortunately that just looks like squigglies to me. Push all that stuff off to the side. Take a look at this last little box that came with everything. I assume it's going to be the wall wart. I would suppose that to save on some shipping costs, they are shipping the wall wart separately depending on what country you're in. So push that out, and there it is, a wall wart with USB port. Very exciting. But that is not while you are here. You're gonna take a look at this guy. This is the OnePlus. I'm gonna go ahead and power it on, and we can run through all the specs. Take a quick second to thank our friends, sponsors, and general good peeps over at lynda.com. You should probably be bettering yourself. I know I should. Learn something new, learn a new skill. The folks at lynda.com have you covered. They have thousands of engaging, super easy to follow video tutorials. They're taught by just experts in the industry. They help you learn things like software, creative, and business skills, all that stuff you might need to maybe start a new career. Membership is super affordable. It starts at just $25 per month, provides unlimited 24/7 access to all of the courses. You can learn at your own pace, from bite-sized tutorials to really comprehensive courses in things like web design, programming, photography, business, audio, video, 3D animation, and kind of the rest of that cool stuff. Give them a shot. Try lynda.com free for 7 days by visiting lynda.com/technobuffalo. That's lynda.com/technobuffalo. So we've got this sucker all booted up, and at first I thought we weren't going to get one that had Cyanogen on it, but we do. It has Cyanogen. It's based on 11S Android 4.4, so Cyanogen is one of the few phones that actually ships with the very awesome Cyanogen ROM on it. As I mentioned, we've got a 5.5-inch screen with a 1920 by 1080 display. If you can do very quick math, that means it has a 401 pipi, or pixels per inch. It's being powered by a 2.5 gigahertz Qualcomm Snapdragon chip. It's the 801, so it's quad core, 3 gigs of RAM, 16 or 64 gigs of storage. I believe ours is 16. But if you're saying, hey, John, no big deal, I'll pop in a micro SD card, you're going to be out of luck because you cannot do that. It doesn't have a slot for it. It does have cameras, though, on the back. It's got a 13 megapixel shooter. On the front, we've got a 5 megapixel shooter that lives right there. It's got its support for most networks here, a lot of the GSM, LTE networks, so you should be able to pop in your SIM card and get LTE really on anything you are, but definitely check for compatibility based on region and carrier. Let's take a first look at the OS and the phone itself. So first, that's a logo you don't see very often anymore. Usually it is Chrome. I can see on the bottom here, you probably can't even see it on camera, there's a menu button, a home button, and a back button, but they don't appear to be backlit. Maybe that's somewhere in the settings, but they are there. Let's go ahead and jump on and take a look and see what's going to come out of the box. Wow, really quick. You'd expect that, though, from Cyanogen. We'll go ahead and jump down to the bottom. And this is how you know you've got something special. Out of the box, you've got Super User right there. You don't do any sort of rooting to get access to that. Go down and check out About Phone, Cyanogen updates, based on Android 4.4.3. Go ahead and go back home. What else is going to be in here? It looks pretty standard googly stuff about the extras that Cyanogen gives you, like Terminal Emulator. I'll go ahead and go back home. It's kind of hard to find that home button, not being able to see it. Pulling this down. Pretty standard Android fare. On the lock screen, though, things are a little bit different. You can go ahead and pick what apps you want to launch, and they've got AccuWeather all queued up and ready for you. On the left-hand side of the device, you've got your volume rocker up and down. It's where your SIM card is going to live. On the bottom, there's where you're going to charge and sync, and it's flanked by dual speakers. On the right-hand side, power and lock button. On the top, 3.5mm headset jack. On the back, that is your camera, and that is about it. So we're going to run this guy through just a battery of tests, but I want to know what you guys want to see. Anything in particular you want to see covered on the OnePlus, be sure to let us know. Leave in the comments located right down below. Until next time, I'm John Ranger from TechnoBuffalo. See you guys next video. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. You'll be the first ones to know whenever we upload new content. We've got new stuff coming every single day. We want to make sure you see what's new in the world of consumer electronics.